Well, hello friends. Jeff Allen off the Gridiron. I've got a very windy day on the lake here at camp, and I thought to challenge myself with a little bit of a craft. I've always seen these shows where sometimes we improvise and take a bare hook, something like in a survival situation perhaps, and other than using found organisms, worms, crayfish, larvae, etc., that we actually try to use whatever I can find here on my campsite to improvise and make a kind of an impromptu fishing lure. This is an old one I had made. So that's the challenge for today, is making my own fishing lures out of found materials here on the site. Thanks for watching. Stick around. Hi guys, welcome back. Jeff Allen off the Gridiron. We'll see you in the woods. Okay, step one is to source anything that might work for my campsite. My campsite is fairly clean, but if you look close, there's often little elements of materials left over from prior campers, whether it be string, some element of a garbage, and so we're going to use whatever we can find on the site to manufacture into a lure. Here's my first finding that just caught my eye, and hopefully it would catch fishes too. A little piece of like a wire bread tie. It's really flashy, almost like tinfoil. That might work. I'm wondering if these pine cones would actually work as a bit of a bobber. That might be a good find too. Oh, perfect. Here's an old piece of fishing line. Someone has probably made something out of this or cut it off, got stuck in the tree. That would be, it's probably about a 12-pound test. That might make for a great leader. There's something else. This is an old washer. That might make an ideal weight. Take that back. I don't even know if this is going to work or not. This is an old, looks like an old piece of a zipper, but it's all connected together, so that might double for something. At least give my hook a little bit of weight. Another popular thing to use is old paracord. So I really like this paracord here, especially that red inner core. So I'm going to take a couple inches off that and maybe be able to use that. Okay, we've surveyed the site and found some flashy string or something like that. A little tie. We already pointed out some fishing line. We had various cuttings of rope and paracord, an old piece of zipper, a washer, a little piece of tinfoil-like material, and a very shiny bread tie, some other string, found some longer purple braid in the tree, but it's not a paracord as such, but it is a interesting color. And that is about it. Oh yeah, and a big piece of wire in the fire pit. So those are the items we have available, and now we're going to try to take our existing weighted hook and an assortment of other non-weighted hooks here. There's quite a small one here as well, and try to turn those into a functional fly of sorts. And some of the tying materials I'm going to make use of are perhaps inner strands of paracord and possibly some dental floss, as well as some finer gauge wire. So we're going to get at it here and see what happens. Alright, my tool or scissors of choice are going to be these fine pair of Fiskars off the end of my Gerber. There it is, my Fiskars scissors off my Gerber. Seems to work. And try to do this while I'm battling a host of mosquitoes. Alright, first look, I like this red color out of here, but I don't necessarily have need for all of this sheathing. So I can keep that for later. We're going to separate out the red. Red color, I like that. And we're going to start with, maybe we'll start with this red hook. That'll be good. So we double over. My thinking is, as it's going through the water, it's going to really have that hair or wing-like effect in the water. Let's just hold on to that for a second. Let's see what this yellow is a braid. You can see it how it has the white core. I wonder if that floats. And then all the individual strands. I'm going to try to pull this apart and see if I can get out one of these yellow strands. Finding it hard to work with my finger today because I ran my knife over it today doing another video. Okay, something like that. A nice mix like that. I think that would look sharp in the water. Now, where are we going to put this? Which hook are we going to use? If I use this hook, I don't know if you can see that there. We're going to put it over this protrusion here. I wonder if I could pull it right through. I can too. Something pull that through. There we go. Something like that. Okay, so that's what we have so far. But I want to include a hidden weight of sorts, because otherwise it's going to be just a floating lure. So I'm wondering if I can put a piece of this zipper underneath, like that. It's a little long, we're going to cut it off. We're going to take the bread tie. Holy wind. Something like that. Now we're going to twist that bread tie up. Just like that. See a little fleck of gold in there, much like a standard fly, really. What else can we put on here? Might take a piece of that floss. We're going to do a little clove hitch here, maybe. Almost feels like you're dealing with that Teflon tape plumbers use. There we go. Here's our clove hitch. Whoops, wrong string. Go, and we're going to whip it a few times. See if we can get it pulled together now. I need an extra hand. Oh, I just put the hook into the piece of wood from the fireplace so I can really get that second hand free. You know, white, we got that tin, that kind of tin foil, the metal piece of zipper to give it some weight, and it's all draped in this kind of grass skirt. All right. I wonder if we need anything else. I wonder if we should make this twist tie into a bit of a. We wrap it, make it into a bit of a black in there. There, by putting that bit of wire on, there, almost creates a, almost makes it like it's a weedless. And then when it sits, it can almost rest on the bottom. There we go. That looks like a critter for sure. Alright, let's try to run a leader here. So I'm going to pull it by the eyelet on the top, or more the front eyelet. Or do I run it through both? You know, something like that. I think that's what I'll do. So I'm going to just tie it up here. 1, 2, 3, through loop, back through itself, and then pull tight. That looks like something. A dragonfly or a nymph of some nature. There's some little bit of weight to it, not a lot. Okay. The other end of our line here, because we don't know what we're fishing with in a survival situation. We may have had to, this may be the only mono line we get, we may have had to use a piece of paracord. So we're going to tie a quick figure 8 loop in the end of this, and this is going to act as our leader. So there we go, folks. There's our first DIY weighted fly made from garbage found on a campsite. Possibly even weedless. Okay, as a finishing touch, I'm going to take this kind of iridescent ribbon, and how am I doing this? Just wrapping it around the core. There. There you go, the garbage fly. Let's go see it, how it looks in the water. Alright, we've got it strung up and we're heading down to the water. Super windy. I'm not sure I'm going to get it very far, but I will determine if it's going to be able to get out there or not. So in a survival situation, I would not have this telescoping rod, but if I had nothing but hooks, this would be definitely an option, and the rod would be an afterthought. It sinks nice and slowly. See if you can watch it here. There really rests down on those legs, and it orients itself downwards to sit on those legs. I can really see the silver. That rope almost makes it somewhat buoyant. Combination of the hook, bread ties, and that little piece of zipper make it really attractive. You see that iridescent there? The zipper is blanketed on the hook. But as in the water, that yellow skirt, just kind of fluffs up around the hook, and those two little pieces there almost look like the legs. You can almost look like a nymph, maybe. And that's the idea, is you're trying to mimic something in nature. Now it's too shallow here, but it retrieves nice, it sinks nice. Now we just got to get some deeper water, get some fish. Well, that's all from this end of things. I'm going to get out and give it a try, and but I won't keep you waiting. But that's what you need to do. You have to have that ingenuity to make use of your resources, certainly those found resources, whether it be a pop can, or in this case some of the little pieces of garbage off the campsite floor. You have to take those pieces and create something that's going to work for you. In this case, a fish lure that's going to put food on the table, so to speak. Enjoy your outdoors. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like and share, and we'll see you again. Bye for now.